Hi everybody. Okay, so I wanted to welcome you all to our challenge group first of all. I'm very excited to be doing this with you guys over the next 21 days. I think, we're all going to see such incredible changes in our bodies and in the way that we think and the way that we feel. So I'm very excited. Now, you all should have received your 21-Day Fix kit by now, whether you got the challenge pack or the Kickstart, either way. I want to kind of go through what you should have and make sure that you know what everything is and kind of how to do this. Because I know when I first got my kit, I saw everything. First of all, I saw the containers. And let me just tell you, when I saw this guy, and I didn't actually read the program guide, I just saw, these are your foods. And I thought, oh my gosh, I'm going to starve. No wonder people lose weight. So it's very important that you actually read it so you know what it all means. All right, so let's start out. First of all, you're gonna get your containers, and they'll be coming like this. You have all of your containers. You have purple for fruits, red for proteins, blues for healthy fats, orange for nuts and seeds, things like that, green for vegetables, and yellow for carbs, healthy carbs. It is pretty self-explanatory. It just takes a little bit of, learning it. It's a whole new system that you've never done before. We don't count calories. There's no, that stresses me out so much to count calories, so we don't have to do that. There's no points or anything. It's just your containers, colors, simple. So with that said, you're going to be wanting to read over the eating plan. This came in your kit. You'll have the eating plan, the 3-day quick fix, your 21-day fix start here, and your 21-day fix bifold DVDs that Isabella has ripped a bit, but this is what they are. You'll also be getting this standalone Plyo fix if you ordered from me. I don't know where my copy is right now, but it's just a standalone DVD set. Something looks like this, but it's not this, it's Plyo fix. Okay, so that's what you should have received. Now, the eating plan. This is very important. This is like your Bible for the 21 days. Everything that you need to know is in here. If you misplace this, that's okay. On Beachbody On Demand, you can get it, download it, the PDF. I also put the program tutorial and breakdown guide in the file section of this group. So it's basically this reworded in a way that made more sense to me. So if you're having a hard time kind of understanding and grasping this, check out the program tutorial guide, because I think that might be worded in a way that you get it, like myself, because this I was like, too much. So, okay, so you do start off with a little tiny calculation, nothing crazy, to figure out how many containers you're allowed each day, because it's not just one of each. That's what I thought, and I was like, I'm gonna starve. Multiple of each color. So you're eating quite a bit of very healthy foods. So you want to just start out on page 4, get started and figure out your calorie level, which breaks down into your container bracket. So this is the only time you're ever going to hear the words calorie, because we don't use them. But that's that. So then once you figure out that equation, you go to page 19, and there's the calorie brackets where you can see how many of each containers you're allowed depending on what bracket you fall into. So you'll see that there, and you guys have all this. Again, it's page 19. Immediately after that, we go into the containers. So what do they all mean? Like I said, green is vegetables, but it's not every single vegetable, and maybe you're curious what kind of vegetable. Awesome, because there's a whole list here. You'll never be stuck on what to eat. There is, for every single color, they provide you a list of all the foods that are 21-Day Fix approved per color. Very useful. Sometimes certain things, like for example, corn on the cob, how the heck are you supposed to measure that in a yellow container? Well, they tell you it's just 1 ear of corn. So they break things down. Crackers, 8 small crackers, whole grain crackers. It's a lot easier than it seems. At first it can be overwhelming, and that's totally normal. But know that with a little bit of practice, you're going to be a pro, trust me. And it's not just 21 days. Sometimes, you go on and you make this a lifestyle, and you just, practice makes perfect. You keep working on it and you'll get better. So the only thing that it doesn't come with is a teaspoon. So we're assuming that, everybody has a teaspoon at home. And teaspoons are allowed, however many is dependent on your bracket. for oils and nut butters. So like I really like almond butter, or coconut oil I use too. And so those are all listed as well. There's free foods like vinegars, spices, hot sauce, things like that that you can just go crazy with, spice things up. I will oftentimes make food for in the beginning of the week for, you know, a big portion of days. So maybe on Sunday I'll do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday prep with ground turkey, chicken breast, cooked chicken breast, or however I want to do it. And so in order to make it not so boring, you know, these free seasonings and free foods really do come in handy for you to use and change the flavor of things without having to go crazy and make all these intricate different meals. So you go through that. There's some treats in there on page 39. You want to make sure that you read how that works. For treats and for certain beverages like wine or almond milk, you're allowed all these things. You just have to make sure you follow the plan, you account for them, and you do what the book says, which is, you know, accounting for them. Very, very important. Hold yourself accountable. On page 41, we start all the recipes. So we give you a bunch of recipes to try out that are already 21 Day Fix approved. You don't have to think too much about it. The seasoning mixes are fantastic. They break it down by containers so that you know what to do. There's some Shakeology recipes, there's some dessert recipes. On page 71, there's a list of very common restaurant foods, all broken down by container. So you don't have to go out and say, what the heck am I supposed to eat? If you want to get pasta with meatballs, it's right there. If you want to get, you know, a sushi roll, it's there. Vegetable lo mein, it's there. So we know that you can't be cooking at home every single meal, every single day of your life. You're going to be going out, and we want you to enjoy your life. So this comes in handy. That's page 71. There's some sample days there as well. So, you know, take a look at that. Definitely make sure that you know what you can have. Too often people think that this is very restrictive, and it's not a diet. We're not restricting anything. You can have pretty much anything you want that's within reason. And so the more that you think of it as truly a lifestyle change, something you can do forever, it becomes less restrictive. It's not hard. It's just a change, and change is never easy, but it's worth it. So again, you want to go through this, and if you misplace it, if like me it starts falling apart because your daughter likes to rip it apart, it is on your Beachbody Club, Beachbody On Demand, as a PDF, and the program tutorial and breakdown is in the file section of the group. So here we have the next part is your Start Here guide. Mine is a little bit old and used, but it's very important. It shows you, you know, what you need to do, how to get ready. It also shows you your workout calendar, which I post in the group as well. The last week is optional. You can do doubles week. So in essence, you'd be doing an hour a day rather than 30 minutes. I do like to do that. By the third week, I feel really pumped up and ready to go. So, you know, that's definitely great. The 10-minute abs, a lot of people find this video, they didn't realize it was on the DVD, and they say, when am I supposed to do it? It's not on the schedule. You can do that every day if you want. It's 10 minutes. I know Autumn mentions that she does it every day. I like to challenge myself and try and get every day. If I don't, it's okay. But at least I set my intention to get it done. And then in the back of this book, you see that there's the transformation tracker. So this is really great. It's the same thing as the measurements that I post, the measurement tracker I post for you guys. It shows you where to measure. So you all have this in case you're like, I don't know where my hips are. I don't know where my waist is. What's the difference? That's all here. So, you know, you can see it's funny because this is my first round. I did the before stats, and it's like 20 pounds heavier than it is now. So that's kind of cool to see, you know, to look back on this. It's like, wow, because some days I'll be like, oh, I'm so unfit and blah, blah, blah. And then I look back where I started, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's crazy. So it's really important to do this. The before and after pictures are crucial, not just for, you know, to get the t-shirt, which is cool too, but how do you know how far you've come if you don't know where you started from? So you definitely want to do that. Now, the quick 3-day quick fix, this is something totally different from the 3-day refresh. That's a cleanse for your body, a gentle detox. You know, we start off that way to really kickstart our metabolisms and our minds into doing a new program. This 3-day quick fix is simply a special diet that you do the last 3 days of the 21-day fix. So day 19, 20, and 21, you will do this. It's optional, you don't have to, but it's designed to get you the best results for those last couple days so that your after picture can be like, oh my goodness, really impressive, and just kind of push yourself, see how far you can take it. It is not the easiest plan. Some people, you know, they see it and they're like, I don't want to do it. It's not worth it. You don't have your Shakeology, and it's a lot of chicken, some steamed vegetables, grilled fish, steamed fish, things like that, but it's basically cutting out sugars for the last 3 days. So it's not something that is sustainable. You don't want to be doing this long term, but for a 3-day quick fix, you know, that's what it is. So again, then we have our DVD set, and you'll see there's the 2 DVDs, and you get total body cardio fix, upper fix, lower fix, Pilates fix on the first, and then the second is Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so cardio, Dirty 30, yoga, and then each DVD has the 10-minute abs that you can do at the end of whatever program you did that day. So it's 30 minutes. If you want to make it 40 with the abs, you can do it. You don't have to do them right after each other. You can do one in the morning, one at night, whatever works for you. You don't have to do it at all, but we do suggest it. So that is the 21-day fix. It is really crucial to meal plans. So I upload to the file section of the group the meal planner, and it's kind of like what's in the eating plan that they provided us, which is, let me just get to it right here, a little bit of a tally sheet, so you can see, you know, make sure you got all your containers in throughout the day, because that is very important. If you're not fueling your body right, you're not going to, you know, build that lean muscle that's burning calories and burning fat throughout the day. You're not going to lose fat. You're going to store it. So you want to make sure that you're tracking everything, that you're eating exactly what your body needs, and you're going to be shocked that you can eat more, you can eat more frequently, and you're going to lose weight and feel better than what you're doing now. It's incredible. So you want to definitely make sure you go through that. Planning the meals, you can use an Excel file, you can use the meal planner that I provide you. I personally like to do things pen and paper. I'm a little old school like that. What I like to do is I go into my pantry, into my fridge, and I say, what do I have right now? I make a list of what I have. And from there, I go through and I will put together meals. This way I'm not going to the grocery store and either double buying, you know, buying things that I already have, or buying things that I don't need because I have food already that might go bad or that's sitting there. Why not just use that first? So I like to make a list of what I already have. I put together meals from there, and then if I need extra things, I can go to the store and I just make myself a list. And then from there, I will break it down by container and make sure that each day I have prepared myself meals, snacks. I like to call them not breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks. I do meal 1, meal 2, meal 3, meal 4, and meal 5, one of which is always Shakeology for me. So like I said, I like to prepare on Sundays, meal prep Sunday, and then I'm good till Wednesday or Thursday, and then usually that night I will then do for the weekend. And it is very useful for me to meal prep. I know it's intimidating. It was for me at first. I was like, I don't have time for this. This is crazy. When in essence, it saves me time. I spend, you know, a couple of hours grocery shopping, coming home, and cooking up some food in bulk. And then each day I can just pull from the fridge, and I know already with my plan what I'm having. I don't have to spend the time figuring out what we're going to eat and then ultimately deciding it's pizza or Chinese that we're just going to order. I know I have a healthy meal planned for my family. I know I have the food there and ready, and it saves me so much time. Things rarely will go bad in our house, so I'm saving tons of money on food. Things used to spoil all the time just because I bought too much and I didn't eat what I had, and we would buy things and then we would decide something else. And so now having this plan actually saves quite a bit of money. So it's very, very useful. Just takes an adjustment. Some people, it's hard for them to meal plan, so I do provide you with some sample meal plans that you can use if you want to. You don't have to. But if you have any troubles with this and you know you need some help, I will say try it. And then if you need some more help, let me know, and I will be more than happy to help you to get this program to work and however it needs to be designed for you. Because not everybody's the same, and I understand that. So we want to make sure that you're getting the most out of it. Okay, so I think that's all. Make sure you get your before pictures and measurements inputted to the form. So we have that. At the end, we'll take our afters. We can submit them and get our free 21 Day Fix t-shirt in the mail. So I hope everybody is so excited. I'm very, very excited to be doing this next 21 days with you guys. And I just know that you're gonna really, really kill it. So get ready. If you guys have any questions, don't ever hesitate to ask or post on the wall or ask a fellow challenger. We're all family here. All right, have an awesome night, guys.